I think we're back online again, hopefully, if OBS is telling me the truth. Um, so if my voice is a little bit scratchy, uh, if I have to cut the stream a bit short, it's because I have to save my voice a little bit. Um, I have gotten the very interesting assignment later tonight, or rather here at 3 in the morning. I'm going to be interviewed for a podcast. And that's one of the not always the cool things about being a European on the American internet, is that sometimes you have to make sure to be available for other time zones. And in my case, that means being up till maybe 4 this morning. So that's going to be interesting. I can just say that it's luckily that the day they chose was the day before the Vaginal Fantasy stream, because then I'll have to be up at 4 in the morning anyways, watching Felicia and the girls have a drink while I'm drinking some coffee. Oh, thank you for the host modus. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Um, the theme for the second half of this stream was going to be housing projects, because now we've made some characters, and right now they're just like dangling out here in the menu, and that's just not proper. That's like standing in line waiting to be assigned housing. If you hear something like screaming in the back, I'm not torturing children, I promise you. It's just one of the cats that wants to bring my attention to the fact that feeding time is coming up. Barista training at work. Oh, that's interesting, actually. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the host, Sasu. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, that's the one thing. I should maybe do a BRB sign instead in the middle of the stream, but I don't really have anything set up for you to look at there. So it's just easier for me right now to shut it down, and that way when Sasu puts it up as videos on YouTube, it's very easy to see when the break is. Oh, don't say I wouldn't torture children. Most of my life I've had one niece, and the Danish word for your mother's sister is like drawing the two words together, so it's become a muster. Mother's sister is a muster. But she always called me Monster because I showed her Buffy from she was very young, because I thought you might as well start them at an early age. So, but only the good kind of torture. Ah, yes. Oh, well, that's okay. Then you can see that I'm back on stream again. I haven't tried out that auto host thing yet. I'm mainly just like, if I'm online and not streaming. Yeah, Monster, exactly, Fire Raven. That's me. That's my official title in my family. Um, Pretty proud of that one. I've been giggling about that one for a few years. Uh, Well, it was the housing project. Now, I think that the first one that we should get under a roof is the Chaos family, because they've been waiting since August for housing, and that's not quite fair. So that means that as many of the Chaos family that is present, you now need to debate whether you want to live up here in this part of the town. I put out some lots here. They're not that big, but they're pretty darn cheap. Uh, Well, have a happy disappearance. Enjoy yourself. And if I'm still streaming when you're back, I'll see you later. Otherwise, I'll be back next Monday at 8. Probably doing Game Maker stuff again. I have this platform game we're working on. Yes, the poor homeless chaos family. But since they're now up for housing, they get a free choice of where they want to live in the city. Now, I can tell you that the cat family lives up here, but it is possible to set up a lot anywhere you want in town. You can live by the beach, you can say I want to live by the swimming pool, or if you want to, I think there's an equestrian center up here, something with horses. Uh, so you kind of, it's up for the pick for you. Yeah, I love Sims 3 Fire Raven. I bought Sims 4 and it's true there's some new development in it, but personally I think that while the graphics has become immensely better throughout the Sims series, your freedom as the creator of the Sims and the game that is happening is going down because it's more and more that your Sims is very, very independent. And it's not that I mind that the Sims are independent and the functionalities like that, but I like to be able to be in control as the creator once in a while. After all, I'm sitting here dominating the city, aren't I? If I can send my troops into battle in Battlefield, I should be able to control my Sims in Sims. That's just how I feel. Lies. Lies confirmed. Oh no. Oh no, let's not do that. So, either you live up here in the boring neighborhood, there's a cat park up here, the graveyard is just behind here, park's in here. You can as I said, get a waterfront property if you're into that, but you need to make a choice. Are you the loners? Do you want to live isolated out here somewhere? Do you want a big property with a small house on it, or do you want a small property with money for a little bigger house on it? So up here in the boring neighborhood. So, how about out here, one of these, or maybe a smaller one over here? Yes, that's true. Your dad had a brother as well, will she? Yeah, I can't put you in a cave. Not in this game. We might be able to do that in another game, but I think we're talking Ark then or something like that. Manunias and Modus, the brothers. So you had your really, really stylish uncle, right? So I think if you just want to be in the boring neighborhood, I could give you one of the really cheap lots, a big house on a small lot. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Modus. So I was thinking I would put you over here. I think this one is a good choice. then you're not all the way into the city, but it's not that far away if you want to do stuff. So this lot needs a name because every good house has a name, at least in this city. So what is the title of the story of the family of chaos? O come all ye chaos? Moronic Manor. That's a good one. I like that one. Oh yes, definitely. It's gonna be Moronic Manor. We can always go in later when we've got a bit more family, and then we can write in a little bit of story, background story, because I think that would be really funny if every house you have kind of a bit of a background story for the people living there. That way, besides all the stuff going on, it's funny just, you know, zapping around and looking at who do we have living where. So, but right now we'll just go with the Moronic Manor for you guys. There we go. And I'm gonna make sure that this is for settling. Yes, it is. Let's grab a copy of you here. Oh, why can't I get to place you? Please, copy. No, that went away. Okay. Apparently it doesn't want to do that. Place copy and then all the lots go away. Well, let me try something then. You're still gonna live there, but I'm gonna throw some of those weird people the game keep throwing in. I'm just gonna evict them, throw you in there, and then move you from there to there. That should be doable. But I don't know why it has this function where it wants to make sure that I put Sims into pre-made lots when I don't want pre-made lots. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Now I got confused. Yes, yes. Opening that one and then closing that one. Will you? Yes, I want to do that. And back here. So, you people. Evict. Move out. Don't need you there. Don't know who you are. Let's get the funny thing is that I can do the same with the Coda family in the end, so that he and his happy horse can move into this apartment together, which is going to be awesome. So place a copy. See, now I get this one available to place them in the city. So that's like kind of our gateway building right now. Yeah, we'll buy that one. Okay. And let's make sure we change the active household. Just continue. Pick household. I want to pick this household. Yes. And now they have to move in first before I can move them out. So I'm gonna allow them to do that. Leave training. Don't need training. There we go. So meanwhile, let's look at these nice people. They just moved in. and everything is paused here. So if I'm lucky, I can just go straight here into this and say move within this neighborhood. There we go. That one. And Moronic Manor. Yes, that one. Yes. Household name Niceville? I don't think so. We still want that to be chaos. That should hopefully do it. Make everybody run over there. You can see a little bit of the graphic up there is broken. Yes, there you are. This is your tiny part of the Sims world. So if we just pause it for a little bit, we can start out here by looking at Modus Moran. Right now, what he really wants and dreams about is becoming a detective. We have Moni here. He wants to be a journalist. Zazu, she wants a part-time job. And Welshi, he wants a part-time job as well. So it's an extremely ambitious family as far as I can see. So far, they have no home at all. So let's start looking at what kind of a lot I've been given here. It's one I placed myself, so there's a little hillside in it. So we just need to align that right away. There we go. Flat as a pancake. So I can, start building this while they hang out being paused, or I could do something else because I know what they really want to do. So I could just send them all down looking for one of these jobs. If you agree with that, I'll just make sure everybody gets into their chosen line of work. So are you okay with that? And for the kids, if you want a part-time job before you grow up here, what do you want to be? Do you want to work in the bookstore? Well, there's also a supermarket. That's an option, I know, as a part-time job as well. Because if you don't take part-time jobs for the kids, you're going to be put into school of some sort. You want to be in the bookstore, Welshie? I'll make sure you get a part-time job in the bookstore. I think it's kind of funny that people can run into you in the bookstore. So let's get that figured out right away here. That's the bookstore. So Welshie here. Oh God, now I came back to him. I did not want to do that. I wanted to go there. So, get a part-time job. Let's see. Maybe you can get one in one of the other places as well. Let me check that out. No. Let's see. No, part-time job seems to be limited to being a store clerk in either the tiny store or in the bookstore. The rest doesn't really seem to. Oh, you can get a part-time job in a beauty parlor as well as a spa specialist. So that's an option. Hi Mitsu, welcome. You get the shop, Saga. And let's see, who do we have here? Modus wanted to be a private detective. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if any of you have tried playing the Ambitions expansion, but you have to run around and take pictures and find clues and stuff like that. So now, how is it? How is it? Is it yes, here it is. Start the detective profession. Modus Moron, the great detective. That's awesome. His dream is to build an ark. Get 2 of every pet. That's awesome. And Moni wanted to be a journalist. Let me see, where is I think this is here. Moninius, you will become a journalist. Oh, that was the wrong career. No, it wasn't. Business journalism. Yeah, there we go. And I made sure everybody wants it there. So they all get like a tiny point bonus to buy something for their long time happiness. Modus detective, the great moron. Yeah, exactly. Now let's go back to this area where the house is. And let's just push play. There we go. Now everyone has a place to go. And up here it suggests that Welshie would be really interested in a show that's going on at the theatre at the moment. So let's look into that right now. I'm going to look into the fact that we need to get a house built and we have a limited amount of money. So let's see how far we get with that and whether or not we are going to have to give them some extra money for that. Now you all got new jobs. Congratulations. Yeah, I can see here that, well, she really wants to learn to play the guitar and to get some tuition with playing the guitar. And he really, really wants, you can see here right now, because I had to make you teenagers, you don't have a life wish. But right here something just popped up. And that is a wish to become an animal savior. I think that is the one you chose. I hope so, otherwise I just effed that up. And you also want to become friends with a wild horse and to pet a wild horse. So my guess is you saw a wild horse somewhere out there. And Zazu wants to become the animal savior as well. And she wants to pet a wild horse as well. She wants to learn how to paint. And she wants to have tuition in painting. And Moninius, he wants to learn how to write. Well, I think he knows how to write, but how to learn how to take journalism, thingy, writing. And Modus, he just wants to get a better charisma. So I hope I'll put it in there, and he wants to read a book about it as well, and then he wants to go to the bookstore. Well, let's pause that for a minute and look into this house we need to build. With four people working, it should be possible to build a basic house for all four of them, and then let them upgrade the house as the money kind of gets in there. Oh, there's wild animals roaming the city. So if I'm just gonna build a simple house, everything is paused, and since I'm pretty sure both of you saw Wild Horse somewhere, we can just jump to your characters and see what the hell's happening over there. So I'm gonna start out building a very simple house, just to make sure that you have a place to stay. So your team, you have a couple of teens. They can share a room for now. I'm thinking practical right now. So this is big enough to a couple of beds for that. And the brothers have no partners at the moment, so they can share a room for now as well. I do these basic houses, and then you are very, very welcome to go into the Facebook group and comment on what you want changed in your housing situation after I place you. But in the beginning, I'm just gonna try to make sure that you have enough money to have a place to live here right now. Oh yeah, we need a bathroom. You always need a bathroom. So simplistic. So for starters, let's make sure everybody has a place to sleep. That's pretty important. And as you can see, these are the options we have. So I don't have any of the bunk bed options in here. I was actually considering installing Sims University, mainly because besides there being a comic book store, which is awesome, and you can get geek cred, there's the fact that they have bunk beds and small fridges and stuff like that at a budget level. But right now, all I can do is make sure that you get some pretty cheap beds. So not the cheapest ones, but not the best ones either. I could spend forever designing these houses in the beginning when I do stuff like this, but I think it's more fun just doing something pretty basic and then let you comment on it. You see right now it's still just grass. I'll put stuff in there as well too, but right now it's just a question, make sure you have a place to sleep, a door to actually get in and out your rooms, a small kitchen, and a working bathroom. So, and you can see there is there's a doubling of the amount of energy you get from the cheapest bed to this bed. So that's why I'm giving you this bed, even though it's slightly more expensive. And beds will also be one of the first things I recommend that you upgrade. So this is going to be the brothers' room. It's a slightly bigger room. They're adults after all, but the bed's same crappy quality. So there you go. Got 4 beds there. A quick bathroom. I lived in a lot of dorms, and this is all you're gonna need. You're gonna need shower. Here's a shower. Let's stuff a shower in here. There we go. And I think I may have to pull that wall a little bit. Oh yeah, building menu, of course. There we go. And do that. And back in there, and a loo. There we go. No, that's a pretty basic bathroom. Nothing fancy there. And everyone can fight about getting it into the morning routines. But that's how you become a family, close knitted and together, by sharing absolutely everything. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do like a kitchen section over here and like a bar counter here that you can sit and eat at. And then I'm probably going to stuff a TV and a couch in somewhere here so there's like a minimum of entertainment again. The text up here right now is saying, Zazu just saw a foal for the first time. She'll never forget how fragile the young horse looked and how much willpower it carried it on its little hoofs. That's a weird translation, but oh yes, I know. One bathroom. I grew up in a household with my parents, my sister, and me, and one bathroom, and a limited supply of hot water. It was not optimal. Mornings were horrible because if you weren't the first one up, cold water would be your destiny. So let's get a Chivas fridge here just to make sure you have one. Let's get some a stove. I wonder which one's going to be the one who's best at cooking. So let's see. We're gonna just avoid style and just grab the cheapest stuff here to make sure you might have money for a telly. So let's make it this. There we go. And a stove, cheap one as well. There we go. And one thing I always make sure that is there, no matter what, is alarms. You need your fire alarm, and you need your this one, safety against oh, I might save that one away this time because we're down to very little money now. So yeah, if you're lucky later on, if you work for it, you might get secured against burglary. It's a burglary alarm, that's what it's called. Right now, we're saving the money to make sure you can have actual doors. So let's stuff in some doors. And maybe some lighting if you're lucky as well. So a door to the teen room, a door there, a door to the bathroom, and a door to the world. There we go. And back to the kitchen that I was working on. And let's do this. I think that is going to work. There we go. And some chairs. Mixed comfort. Yeah. I think they might have to make do with a bookcase for entertainment in the beginning. Because they need to make some money. I could just, cheat and pump a lot of money into every household. In some household I might do it for, but I think it's more fun actually playing the careers, playing the different Sims. I can sit in character creator every time I do this. Oh yeah, me too. It's just seriously. I mean, there need to be a certain amount of bathrooms. The rest is just horrible. So, okay, we need a couch at least. Let's find a Chivas couch here. This one seats 3. Let's grab that one. And let's turn it in that direction. Maybe do something. Oh, let's just do this. and place it like this. And right now we're down to 350, so they better get that job going soon. They have no light still, as you can see, no light. They still need a sink. I actually need to go and buy that sink, but at least they have doors. Doors are important. So the cheapest sink I can get is known as a sassy sink. Let's put one there. That's definitely sassy. And let's see what we can get of lighting. As you can see, there's no floorboards, nothing's painted yet, but there is in theory a roof over them, and they have jobs. So as far as governments go, this is perfect housing. You don't need floorboards or paint. You just need a roof and a job, and then you're happy. We all know that. So let's see. Cheapest kind of lighting is this one, I think. So one there, one there, one over the kitchen area, one in the bathroom. Oh, we're running down, look, 115. So should I put in floorboards, or should they have perhaps a very cheap bookcase? Is there a bookcase this? No. No bookcase is this cheap. Let's see if there's any kind of oh look, they can get either a baseball or a football for American football, rugby. This is funny because this shows why it's like the lower classes who's into that sport. It's because these two are so much cheaper than, for instance, darts. Look, $7.50 for darts, $85 for football. So here we are, we have 115 left. I just want to make sure that when we go up here we have a roof. We don't have one yet. Luckily they are not going to take money from for roof. We get that one for free. So let's see. Right now this is our housing situation. Still plenty of room on the lot to build in directions. Plenty of room to add a garden if you want one. Remember in the Sims 3 there's the garden aspect. You might not have to buy money if someone's willing to grow it. Right now of course you all have jobs, but the detective career is more like a freelance career. But this is a basic house. It'll do. It'll do. There's beds and everything. Nothing to complain about. Lighting and everything too. This is really luxury for 4 people when you're starting out in Sims and don't use the cheat codes. So what now? Yes, I was going to go here and pause and see what is Sazu looking at, because there's something about a foal and that sounded adorable. I mean, really she's just with her brother right now. Oh, there's a horsey. You can see right there, there's a horsey, a wild horse. So let's try pushing play and see what they're up to. Hanging out and talking right now. You can see they seem to have a pretty good relationship. Welshie has like 4 traits right now. Doesn't like kids, animal lover, good, and a loser. And we have Sazu here. Oh, that was yeah, and then we have Sazu here. She is eco-friendly, doesn't like kids, have a sense of humor, and is a vegetarian. Look, it's just horses everywhere in this city. Oh, good night, Lalila. Sleep well. Have fun. Seems like, well, she is going to work any minute now, and so is Sazu. So, well, they're up to it. Oh, what was that? Was that a foal or was that a donkey? Something just ran through there. A pony, perhaps? No, I think it's a foal. Definitely makes life a bit more interesting if wild horses were roaming the streets like this. I mean, it's pretty, but it's like 1,500 pounds of maniac running around. Okay. Well, they're hanging out, having fun. Let's see what Modus doing. He just went home. All the brothers are out here talking. Where are they going? Let's see. I think they're playing tag. If you don't remember, this here is Modus. He's a workaholic. He's good. He's an animal lover. He's childish and he's lucky. And this is Money. He's flirtatious, has a sense of humor, is dramatic, a hopeless romantic, and frugal. Yes, there's like wild animals anywhere. After I installed that option, bought that expansion, especially for this stream the last time, I was like, oh my god, there's animals everywhere. And I swear I squeaked when I saw a raccoon for the first time, because that was just adorable. Now you can see out here, if I take a break here, for those who haven't played it, out here there's stuff lying around. And if you have no money, it's a pretty good idea to collect some of that and just sell it, because it helps your Sims economy a lot in the beginning. And you might be really lucky with it. And a little bit about the neighborhood, as you can see. Over here, there's like a tiny castle. That's because there's a cat park over there. And this house over here, I couldn't afford the rest of the windows, but this is me and Anders's house over here. So we are in the same neighborhood, pretty close to each other. I'm sensing some attitude. Oh, an ice cream truck. Well, it looks like everyone's having fun. That's a good thing. And if I just cut away the walls, I don't have to look at the lack of paint and wallpaper right now. Now, since nothing is painted and the floor is all grass, you have plenty of time to figure out what kind of decoration you want and agree on a color somewhere. Plan a room that's bigger than this one, because you can fill out the entire lot in time as your Sims make money. I think that it's only fair that, as I do a little bit of housing with every character, they get a chance to have a little bit of living as well. So now when I place the next character, they of course also get placed as well in town, and your characters will live while I'm working on their characters as well, so you might make a little bit of money. Oh, someone's got a new wish here. What is this? This is Maninius. Money, he wants to flirt. Well, I think that we should promise him that he can do that sometime. And then he wants to meet new people. So let's see what work schedule did he get. He's right now, he starts out in a journalism career. He's a paper boy. And Money's life wish is to be a heartbreaker and be the boyfriend of 10 different Sims at the same time. So I understand he wants to meet new people. That kind of fits everything. And then we have Modus. As you see here right now, his title on his job is, what we call that, as someone who listens, a lurker. Somehow he's going to be a lurker. So it says free work hours, and that's because if I zoom out here, I should be able to see there should be some kind of a marker if there's a career choice available for him at the moment as a detective. So I have to remember to do that for him once in a while when I play him. Eavesdropper, yeah, that's a good word for it. A lurker and a heartbreaker. I can see that Modus just got a new wish. He wants to adopt a pet. I'm gonna put that down there and promise that to him as well. The tiny messages popping out down here that you can't see them. That's lucky I put my video feed there. No, my niece is messaging me. She has suggestions to how I should stream special effects building or something like that as well. Because after all, I'm the monster she grew up with. So in this Halloween time, it might be interesting doing some latex and gore and build something like that. But you can see I helped raise her well if she thinks about latex and stuff like that instead of latex as something you dress in, which is just sweaty. I think I'm gonna do the family a favor and send someone over here to pick up this. So Modus, you're gonna be a responsible dad and pick up some stuff so you can get a little extra money for the family. And when you've done that, I'm gonna go back into the city builder part and I am going to house the next person. See, he just found something worth 43. That could be paint for an entire room. Yeah, definitely. Well done, Modus. Go back. Thank you for coming by, Eric. It was really nice having you in chat, and you are always welcome to come back. Hope you enjoyed it. I do my best to, if nothing else, keep talking as much of the time as possible. That's a goal in itself. So let's just make sure that we sell this. Whoa, look at that, so rich. Now they have 204, that's just awesome. And I can tell you that Menenius finds Modus very entertaining. I think that's a good start for that family. Yeah, dogs. I think that there's a lot of really great thing in the Sims 3 expansions. One I've had a lot of fun with is the supernatural expansions that was like a tribute to Plants vs. Zombies. Though of course I in the end got very annoyed with all the zombies coming and digging up my vegetable garden every time it was a full moon. And the zombie, it just, everyone was a zombie before I looked around. The entire city was a zombie when it was full moon. But I like the fact that it had the werewolves and the fairies and stuff like that. I'd install that one as well. So back out into the city builder. The kids are at work, as it should be, and the grown-ups are at home entertaining each other. And it's 10:36. Well, yes, I can house one more person. I can do that. So let's go back to Edit City and save. SimStream tends to be some of the longer streams, I think, because there's always this little extra something you want to do. So, who do I still have in chat? Do I still have either Turcoder or Fireflash in chat? I keep track of everybody, or lose track of everybody is a better description. Try to keep track. Yes, I love the green little babies that the poor dudes get when they get pregnant. That was so awesome. I remember I told about that one, I think, before. Um, I accidentally, there was a telescope outside one of the buildings in Sims University, and apparently someone, without my supervision, had spent a lot of time out there using that telescope. And one day, right around the time when the entire Sims class was about to leave this building, a meteor struck. So an entire class got wiped out. Death has never been so busy before. That was really, really awesome. And that's one of the things I'm talking about when I'm saying that I like the old Sims better. It's because there's more crazy stuff there. It's like when we go upwards through Sims 3 and now Sims 4, they try to make it more and more real. And honestly, I'm not a generation that wants my computer games to be real, because real life outside my door is really, really real, and always have been. So when I play a computer game, I want crazy stuff to be in there. So you can get aliens to live with you in Sims 4. Well, that's cute too, Fire Raven. And I'm not dissing Sims 4. I haven't really played enough of it to be able to. I just know that something around Sims 3 here. I mean, the first Sims love I had was really Sims 2, with the options you had there about starting a shop in your own back room and stuff like that. I had a lot of in-house casinos in that game. But Sims 3, the fact that you could have so many, the thing I'm doing here, you could have all these people simultaneously. A green sim isn't the same, Fire Raven. Not for me. For me, I love the alien part where you had to do this, make sure you had a guy look through the telescope a lot of the time to make sure that the aliens would abduct you, so he'd get pregnant, and that was the only way you could get the green sim. I really like that option, because it was like a win when you finally got it. Oh, back to the housing situation. Was Fireflash or Coda present in chat so I could do housing for them as well? Because otherwise I'll just chat a little bit more, and then I'm gonna call it, yeah, the Plant Sims thingy. Is that from the Seasons expansion, Fire Raven? Because I'm not really sure I have that. I can't remember if I had a Plant Sims in one of my expansions. Let's try to look at what expansions I had. I almost didn't play Sims today because EA has done another update and decided that now everything for me should be in Danish. I didn't ask it to do that once again. So I'll have to redo everything to get it back in English. But apparently my IP decides that I only speak Danish. Let's see. Game library. Now the thing is, you can't really see it there. Just chat about stuff. Let's do something here you should always remember to do. Let's do save and finish. Is it University Life that has Plant Sims? Oh, yeah, you better check Dark Winter Dreams. I'm gonna save and finish here, and then I'm gonna do this. Open the start program. That should be there somewhere. There we go. And look at expansion and extras. Because when I do this, it should show me. Oh, New interface. Definitely not hyped about that. This should show me all my expansions, but it definitely does not. Board games. Install. Normally this would show me all my expansions, but apparently because I like Sims 3, they like to not show all my expansions. Oh well, I can't show you all my expansions then. Let's do this. That's really just annoying because this is how I'm supposed to install extras. Ah, god damn you EA games. Origin. Let's see here. Sims 3 starter pack. No, that is not the games they want me to buy at the moment, that much is for sure. New layout and back to Dutch again. Yeah, so apparently it's going to take a little more work to reinstall some of my extra material for this one if I want it, but I was considering installing University because I like a lot of the features that's in Sims 3 University. I love the special stores. It could be funny to just take like a big group or anyone who wanted to and just send them through part of university just a semester or something like that as well. So they can get their geek creds up and stuff like that. I put nightlife in this one because I thought then at least there'd be vampires, and I put in a couple of nightclubs because I wanted our Sims to be able to build a club and be like the supplier of entertainment in town. Because that's what I do a lot when I play The Sims. I build a sim that then buys up a lot of property and have a lot of clubs and stuff like that. Yeah, I know, Fire Raven, I'm so evil. You should blame Sazu as well, because Sazu is the one who originally made me stream Sims 3. Uh, Streaming games isn't on the top of my list of things to stream because if it's like a new game, I'll be so immersed in the game that I'll forget talking. And personally, I think it's more fun watching a streamer that's actually talking while they're streaming. I did consider though that some people might find it funny watching me being really, really bad at games because I can manage to do that really well with certain games. For instance, I really, really suck at Kerbal. Um, and it's not that I'm not trying, but I do try. I may sometimes get distracted at whether or not I think a build is more pretty than another build, and not do the math behind it. But that again, I'm like Sasu helped out creating this Facebook group. So if you have suggestions for things you'd like me to, if you like me to watch me play more games, I'll try doing that. But it will be a selection of games, or the title will be Games Done Badly. Yeah, Kerbal is a lot of fun. I really like that game, even though I'm really crap at it. And if nothing else, things blow up in an entertaining manner. And it's an epic opportunity for people who want to backseat game without it having any effect on the game at all, because I'll keep being bad at it. Yeah, but Scott Manley, that's something entirely different, Fire Raven. Anyone who doesn't know what who Scott Manley is should really try looking it up if you love Kerbal, because that dude, he's awesome. I think this ended up turning into a gaming talk show stream right now, which is really, it's not bad. It's just that I'm trying to save my voice a little bit. So maybe I should pack it up for today and say that 2.5 hours, break included, break not included. That's pretty well done. And we got a couple of new people in town. I can't wait to do housing for them. And I will make sure that Sims is going to be streamed at least once a month. I think that doing a Sims stream the first Monday every month is that should be like something people can remember. I'll try to remember to write it into my schedule information below the video feed. But yeah, I hope everyone had fun. I was thoroughly entertaining, I thought, as always. Let me find my OSB so I can time when I wave goodbye and when I actually push the button to stop streaming. So, bye everybody. I had a good evening, hope you had too, and I hope I see you again next Monday at 8 Central European Time.